Shaya's 12th double of the season.
Career high.
Yes.
30 points.
Wow.
Yeah. Were you aware that it was that you were approaching the career high, and just also, what it just seemed like you were kind of having your way today in there?
Yes, I was aware. Even though I'm not 100% right now, I was aware. My teammates just kept instilling in me that I could get in. So did my coaches, and so yeah, we were aware. Yeah.
You said you're not 100. You sound nasal. You have a cold.
Yeah, I just got a little cold. I haven't been the best, but we hanging in there.
So how did you tell me about? How were you feeling this morning going into the game, and how were you able to do what you did if you're not at 100%?
I don't know. I really was just telling Amarachi that when we were walking here, I was like, I don't even know how I did what I did because I was down bad, like really bad this morning. So.
What were you describe me how you're feeling?
Just like body, just a little sore. Really couldn't breathe, stuffed up. Yeah.
Really couldn't breathe. Yeah, no, she was battling a tough one for sure.
Yeah.
Can you just talk about what she did? 30 points under the weather. I don't know what you can do when you're feeling 100%, but 30 points under the weather, 10 rebounds. Can you just talk about what she did today?
Yeah, she got a lot of and one today. She was finding contact, rolling hard. Honestly, big trooper. That takes a lot of grit, and she did great today. So
thanks, Rachi.
You're welcome.
This is Amarachi's 10th time this season in double figures.
Is that like
Shoot.
10?
Yeah.
Okay.
You played 33 plus minutes, 1 turnover. That's impressive. 17 points and a plus 19.
Oh, wow.
How did you feel out there today?
Really good. I think when we are pushing the ball in transition, that's when I'm at my best, and we did really great with that today.
You guys shed the ball there. 22
Yes, we
assists in 33 minutes.
It's good. It's great.
How important was this win? And, FSU, even though they've been struggling, it's always playing the state rival is always a big deal, being Florida.
Yeah.
What can you guys both talk about how important this win was, especially now you've got 3 games on the road?
Yeah, one, this is a rivalry game, so it's going to be big, not just for us, but our alumni that we're here today. And, it's conference play. Every game is a big one.
Just to piggyback off what she said, it means a lot to us, but also, the alumni, a lot of them are here. The fans showed up and showed out. So I think, like you said, it's always, they're not doing the best right now, but it's a rivalry game at the end of the day, and they could come in here and play hard. You never know what happens. So I think that we came out and did what we were supposed to do and executed.
And how important is it to pack your bags on a win? How important was that to have a winning game today going into what you've got coming up?
No, you're
I think it was really important, especially coming off that 2-game losing streak. I think we just needed that win to get us, to boost us and get our confidence back up and stuff. We got another good game coming up next, so I would just say that win was really, really important. We can't take any of these games lightly.
And how important was it to have Gal back, even with her face guard on? She was still delivering a lot of assists, too.
Yeah, she's great. She always makes the right reads. She's our PG1, so it was great to have her back, filling in that spot.
She had 9 assists.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Played
13.
well. Yep.
9
points, 9 assists.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anything else for Amarachi and Shaya?
Just what are you guys expecting at Notre Dame? That's always a tough place.
I know they play with a lot of pressure, so definitely that. It's an away game, so we got to go in knowing that we're not going to get any calls, and so we just have to have a tougher mindset going in.
Have you played against Silent Hill Chicago and any All-Star games or any competitions or anything?
I never played against her, but
Maybe
I know when
high
we go
school.
there, yeah.
Probably
I
high
don't
school.
remember.
I think
She's
maybe
way
high
younger than me,
You
so
could
Yeah.
deal with her, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
You'd
we.
be honored.
Yeah.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun. All right, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Feel
Thank
better.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate you.
Feel better, have some hot tea and chicken soup.
Absolutely.
That women in
First, I just want to say that I'm really appreciative of the fans today. I thought they provided an incredible atmosphere for a rivalry game. That's what you want. And they were outstanding and really fueled our kids' fire, especially in the second half. And, we talked to our players about not having any gas left in the tank at the end of this one. When you play a rivalry game, you got to leave it all out there, and I thought they did, especially Shea. Shea didn't practice the last 2 days. She didn't feel good at all. I thought she showed a lot of mental toughness to step up and still play today. She didn't want to let her teammates down, and, as a coach, I tried to mind voodoo her and tell her, sometimes you play your best when you don't feel good, and she did. She hit a career high today, and so I'm really, really proud of her. I'm proud of Candace for stepping up and having some good minutes to back her up, but really proud of the fact 22 assists, 11 turnovers. we haven't had that many assists in a while, and I think it's good to see our team being unselfish. And obviously, Gal Raviv kind of leads the way in that. She had 9 assists today. She almost had a double-double with her points and assists. So I'm really happy. We're finally starting to get healthy, and it's been a minute since I've had my whole roster to utilize in a game. You know, we had to go to Wake Forest and play without Gal. We had to go to Virginia Tech and play without Vicky. I was a little nervous today that we were going to have to play without Shaya, but I'm so glad we didn't because she showed a lot of mental toughness.
I was just gonna ask a little more about that. I mean, she said she woke up feeling really bad. You said she hadn't practiced in 2 days. Did you expect her to play? I mean, how surprised were you? And that she could get a career high feeling the way she was feeling?
I'm not going to lie. I said a few prayers last night and this morning because I knew we needed her, but I wasn't going to force her. If she didn't feel like she could do it, then she can't do it. But like I said, credit goes to her. She's a tough kid. Even last game, you know, she got 7 stitches in her forehead and said, I'm playing. And, you know, most kids would say, I can't. And she said, I can, because she really wants to win. She wants to help our team. And obviously, this is a big game for us. And in-state rivalry, and also just to keep going in the standings. This is a game we didn't get last year. So, you know, we've been able to add 2 wins that we didn't get, Virginia Tech and obviously now Florida State. We just got to keep trying to steal some games that we didn't get and climb the rankings.
And again, on Gal, how important was it, you know, even with the mask on, but to come out and have 9 assists? She had a couple of stretches which were really critical.
Yeah.
When things were getting close.
She made some beautiful passes, I thought, to Shea roll into the basket. She's one of the best passers I've coached. And I think it was good for her to get out there and get used to playing with the mask and to get kind of some conditioning back because, you know, when you're sitting out and obviously you feel like crap when you've gotten your nose broken and you just got to rest and recover and then all of a sudden it's go time again. And it's hard for your body to respond to that. But again, I thought she did a great job today. And I'm glad to have her back. She's a big part of who we are. It was hard to play against Louisville without her. And it's nice to have another weapon and another kid that can do a lot of things for us. She can pass, she can score, she can handle it against pressure. And she's really unselfish. And I really appreciate that about her.
And Amarachi?
Amarachi really continues to inspire me. I mean, I think that kid, 17 points today. She had a great game against Louisville. She continues to get better and better and better. And I hope her confidence is really flourishing. She's got a lot of different weapons in her arsenal of ways to score. And I don't even think we've seen the best yet.
I want to ask you also just how important was it to get this win? You've got 3 road games. You were coming off 2 losses. In addition to the fact that it was FSU, how important was this just for the team morale as you board a plane in a couple days?
Well, I had a long talk with our team about net rankings. I had a long talk with them about margin of error versus different ranked teams in our league and then, other teams. And how you've got to stay steady. You can't get too high over a loss. You can't get too low over you can't get too low over a loss. You can't get too high over a win because there's another game coming. And, the next game we have coming, there's probably a 10% margin of error for us if we want to win. And we've got to stay focused. We can't let mistakes in the game bother us. We've got to stick together. I think the one thing is you're seeing this team really gel as the season goes on. And that's what we're going to need in a really tough environment against a really good team who's dropped some games that they would have loved to have back. And so they're hungry too. But I love the fact that we went into Virginia Tech in front of an incredible crowd and played really well the second half. And we've got to do that for a whole game against North Carolina.
Coach, Emma Reach made 2 quick threes early, and you put Danny on her, and she shut her out down from there. Now, Danny and Candy and Soma, what do you think of that development? Because that's what we need going down the stretch, so
Yeah.
give you starters minutes.
Yeah, I thought, it might be the most minutes Danny's played to this point, 27 minutes, but she was the best matchup. And she continues to get better and better and get some confidence. And obviously it's nice to see her shot starting to fall because when we recruited her in high school, she was one of the best knockdown 3-point shooters you'd see. And we were excited about that because she can really stretch the floor. So can Nat. But the game's faster. In the college game, we got quicker, faster, stronger people flying at you. You've got to get used to the feel of that. I think it's taken a little bit of time. Plus, she had an injury at the beginning of the season. She's bounced back from that. It's good to see her starting to catch her stride again because we really need her. And it's nice to be able to rotate different kids in that position. In our 4 position, we're basically rotating 3 freshmen. and trying to find the answer every night. And sometimes it's Soma because of her incredible defense. You know, sometimes it's Nat because she has great instincts. And tonight it was Danny, and she answered the call.
Anything else, Coach?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach, you have to put Soma right front. She gets so high up in the air.
Well, you know, out of the men's and women's team, she has the second highest vertical.
Really?
Yeah.
Her feet.
Wow.
She jumps almost as high as Rochelle.
I heard the-
As high as I stand tall, you mean?
Yeah.